Missouri lawmakers are looking for ways to improve the state's social services for children after families came forward with complaints. A Southwest Missouri family is proposing a law change that would create more transparency in the Children's Division of Investigations. This comes after their family was investigated, although they were ultimately cleared of the accusations.
No families are ever left without some form of communication. And I think that's the hardest part, other than of course being away from our grandchildren and our children, is there was no communication.
Transparency is easy when things are going well. It's incredibly difficult, but infinitely more important when there are problems.
And while lawmakers cannot introduce new legislation until next year, the governor issued an executive order yesterday creating a task force to work on these issues.